Have you ever felt trapped by your own thoughts, like a prisoner in your own mind? What if I told you that a simple lesson from a humble monk could set you free, not tomorrow, not someday, but right now? Today, I'll share a quiet but life-changing story, a parable of a restless man who sought the secret to lasting happiness. This ancient wisdom will not only soften the storms of your mind but illuminate the path to peace, clarity, and joyful living. It's advice so simple, yet so profound, that once you hear it, you may never think the same way again. Long ago, in the shadow of snow-dusted mountains, there was a small Zen monastery. It was a quiet place where the wind whispered secrets and the pine trees stood like ancient guardians of wisdom. Travelers came from far and wide, drawn by the quiet reputation of a monk named Master Ryokan, renowned not for sermons or wealth, but for the light of serenity that seemed to shine from within him. One day, a young man arrived, cloaked in silk, his face marked by worry. His eyes darted like frightened birds. "Master," the man said, bowing deeply, "I have wealth. I have power. I have everything they told me would make me happy. But inside, I am empty. My heart is restless. My mind is like a battlefield. I cannot sleep. I cannot breathe. Please, what must I do to find peace?" Master Ryokan smiled gently. "Come," he said softly, "let us have tea." Bewildered but obedient, the young man followed him to the simple garden behind the temple. There, beneath the white sky, Ryokan poured tea into 2 small cups. Slowly, silently, carefully. When the man's cup was full, Ryokan kept pouring. Tea spilled over the rim, onto the table, onto the ground. "Master," the man cried, "the cup is full. No more will fit." Ryokan stopped. He looked gently into the young man's confused eyes and whispered, "Like this cup, you too are full. Full of your own opinions. Full of desires. Full of fears. Before I can teach you the way, you must first empty your cup." The wine stirred. Time seemed to pause. Suddenly, the man's restless mind stilled. In the simplest moment of tea and silence, the truth unfolded. Let us pause here. How full is your cup? How often do you fill your mind with worry, anger, impatience, or the endless chase for more? How often do you crowd out peace by clutching too tightly to control, expectation, and fear? The monk's gentle lesson is profound. To find peace, we must first empty ourselves. In Buddhism and Zen, this teaching is called Shoshin, the beginner's mind. It means seeing the world not as we expect or demand, but with fresh eyes, free of assumptions. When your mind is cluttered with should and must, you cannot feel joy. But when you let go, you make space for grace, clarity, and calm. Letting go is not defeat. It is freedom. As the Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. So how can you apply this wisdom in your life today? Start by noticing. When you feel tightness, anger, stress, impatience, pause. Breathe deeply. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to? Can I gently let it go? Simplify your thoughts. Release the need to control every outcome. Trust that life flows as it should. Practice Shoshin. Approach each moment, whether washing dishes or talking to a friend, as if for the first time. With curiosity. With openness. As Master Ryokan showed, true peace begins when the cup is empty. Remember this truth. You are not your fears. You are not your restless thoughts. You are the sky beyond the clouds, the deep, calm presence beneath the noise. When you let go, when you empty the cup, joy flows in. Clarity returns. life becomes simple and beautiful. Today, this wisdom is yours. Carry it gently, live it deeply, and you will never be the same. If this story touched your heart, if it made you pause and smile, please like, share, and subscribe for more timeless wisdom from the monks, sages, and teachers who light the way. Together, let us walk the path of peace. To let go does not mean to get rid of. To let go means to let be. When we let be with compassion, things come and go on their own. Jack Cornfield.